Okay, good evening, everyone. How are you doing today? Good evening, online. Good evening. Okay, online, can you please confirm? Can you see my screen and can you hear me well? Okay. All right. So, what did we discuss in our last class? Okay. Yes. So, did you complete your practicals? Completed? So, what were the topics? Tags, loops, variables. Yeah. So, these are all things that we have learned. So, today we will go with a few more playbooks. Okay. So here, so I've already launched the EC2 instance here, right? Yeah. And we need to set up one more machine or not? So let's quickly set up one more machine. So I call it as what here? Client. So T2 breaker is fine. 730. Yeah. And then go and launch. So do you remember how to set up the SSH and all? So let's connect. Yeah. Okay. Sudo hyphen yes. So let's set it. Host name CTL set hyphen host name and then client and sudo hyphen I. Okay, so here what we need to do first, we need to install the Ansible and then Java, right? So let's open your stuff. So let's go here. So where we should, so first of all, what we need to do, host name, CTL set hyphen, host name, and then I call it as what? Master. Sudo -i. So let's install first. Okay. And then what's the next one? Let's set up this Python. Okay, completed. So what we need to do first? Yeah, so we go with the multi-exec, and then you just tell me, I'll be doing it. Password, and then root 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2 3 4 6. Okay. Yeah, after this, vi etc ssh sshd config. So here 38 and then 61. Nice. After this, system ctl restart sssd. And then what we do next? First name minus I. Okay, so exit the multi-x, and then what we need to do? SSH hyphen keygen. Okay, next SSH hyphen copy ID root @ IP address. Okay. Next vi etc ansible hosts. So here we just go and give. You can give with the group also. You can give with directly also, no problem. Okay. After this, completed or not? Setup. Okay, so we have done so many playbooks till now. And the next topic here is, we call it as handlers. Say that? Handlers. Handlers meaning here, yeah, you can do ad hoc commands and you can do the modules. I can use the playbooks, Dinesh. Okay, you can do whatever you want here. So the next topic here is handlers. So handlers meaning basically one task will depend on the other task. Say that? One task will depend on other task. So basically, whenever you run the task by task, it will execute one by one. Yes or no? If you write in a one playbook, if you write multiple tasks, the task will be running one by one or not? The task will be running one by one. But now, if you want to mention this task one, after this task one, I want the next some other task to run. Task 4, task 5, whichever it is. So one task is depend on other task or not. If you want to do these kind of things, then what we can do is, Sumalika, that's not link job. Link job is where in Jenkins. So here, it kind of link jobs, like link jobs, right? So here also what we can say, we call it as what? Handlers. Say that what here? Handlers. So let's say, for example, best example, I'll take it. So you know now how to install Apache. Yes or no? You know how to install Apache. After installing Apache, or after installing Apache or HTTPD, whichever it is, we need to start the service or not? So which module that we use for installation? Yum module. And for start which module we use? Service module. So whenever you install the HTTPD Apache, immediately what you need to do? Start or not? So these two are dependencies or not? So what we need to do is in the first task, we need to mention notify. Say that. Notify which task? Second task. I mean, whichever the task that you want to run. So in that task, what we give the name or not? For every task, we'll give the name. We'll give the name. Let's say we'll give the name called starting Apache. Which one? Starting. So in the first task, in the M module, what we do after installing it, we need to say another module called notify. Say that. Notify which one? Start Apache. So whenever you write these two things, so one by one, whichever you notify, that task will execute it. So we'll write the playbook for that. Right. So let's go here. We are which one? Handlers.yaml. Okay, go ahead. What we need to do first? Dash, dash, dash. And then name. So here I call it as what? Handlers playbook. Okay, next. Host. So here's what we need to do. Host all. Next. Task. So if you want to become yes, of course you can. It's always good to become yes. After that, task. After that, what we do? Name. What we need to do? Installing what? Apache. And what's the module? M. And name is equal to HTTPD. And then state is equal to present. Okay. We know this till here. And here we are using a new module here. What? Notify. Say that. Notify which task? You need to give the task name. Here, what is the task name I'm saying? Starting what? Apache. Say that. Okay, so we need to write the same thing here. Next one is what? Okay, so before I write the name here, what I need to do is I need to write here handlers. Say that. All the hand. So we need to write all the handlers here. After that, what we need to do? Name. And I need to give the same name, which is starting Apache. Next, service. Name is equal to HTTPD. State is equal to start. Name should match. Otherwise, how it will work? It's always best practice to match it. See this playbook for a while. No, kind of. We cannot say it's a description. Yeah. Is it clear? Okay. Should we run this now? How to run? Ansible hyphen playbook. Which one here? Handlers.yaml. So first it will run what? Installing Apache, and next it will run what? As we have only one task, see what it says here, running handlers. In the first task, what we have mentioned the notify. So which one it is notified? Starting Apache. So if you have multiple tasks and multiple handlers, we can mention multiple things or not? Yes. So here, remember, if you want to notify or if you want to run a particular task from another, if you have any dependencies, then which is the concept that you use? Handlers. So in handlers, two things that we have. What is it? Notify and handlers. Say that again. Notify and handlers. Is this clear? Online, is this clear? So if you want to uninstall, what you need to do again? vi handles, or else you can use sed command or not. So either you can use that or else you can put here what? Absent. And then here what you can say? Uninstalling. So guys, here, before I write, save it. What is that? Yeah. Here script which one depends which one. Now here clearly it says what? Notify. So first it will run this, and then as you mentioned here, notify. So directly it will go to that particular another task. So first it will run the first task, and then whenever you say notify, and it will call the starting Apache task. Okay, Dinesh? Can we use notify multiple times first task? Yes, you can. Can you not? Can you write multiple tasks and then please check constellation. Apache will be there or not here? What's the command to check? You tell me. HTTPD hyphen V. Why you got that doubt, Ranjan? Okay. So do you see this here? Now, now I'm trying to what? Uninstall. What is that? I'm trying to uninstall. If you try to uninstall, will this task will work? Will this task will work? Does it make any sense to work? So I told you that there is one thing that here you need to put it. Do you remember? Anyone say that? Is it good to show this error? No. Enabled yes is for what? If you auto start it. So there is one more thing I told you. Ignore errors. Say that again. Ignore. So if you say here ignore underscore errors is what? Yes. Ignore underscore errors. Yes. Save it. Right. And then let's run the playbook again. So what is doing here? It is uninstalling or not? See, clearly it says here change, and then here it is ignored 1. So basically here HTTPD could not find. So it clearly says what it says here, ignoring. So you can ignore this completely. Got it? Okay, now Ranjan. Why there is a doubt on this? So obviously whenever you get whenever you see here change, so then obviously here will be uninstalled. If you see something here is okay, that meaning it is changed or not changed? Not changed. If you say okay here, that meaning there is no change there. If you install, let's say for example, if you run the playbook multiple times, so the change will happen here? No. You getting it? Should I do it again or what? Clear, huh? So if you install this Apache again and again, they will not get changed. You'll get okay only, right? Whenever there is a change, install or uninstall, then only will get here change option, change color. No. So it looks like, but don't compare with Python at all. That's completely different. But yes. So Malika, we can try it out. Let's go one by one, okay? So, but is this clear till here, everyone? Online. Okay, so now let's use something called shell. Say that. Say that online here. What is that concept? Next one is shell. So how do we use a shell module inside the playbook? So shell meaning you know, right? So generally, what is the shell commands that we use? yum install, right? All right, in Linux, whatever things. So you can run the direct shell commands here in playbook. So instead of using yum module, so can you use the shell commands here directly? Yes. What is the module that you need to use here? Shell. Okay. So not only shell, you can use multiple modules. So let me tell you what are the difference between all these things. Okay. So let's go with which one here? Shell.yml. Which one? Shell.yml. Okay. Tell me here. Name. Okay. Shell in playbook. So host all. Next one here is ask. Name. So here, what you can do is installing what? Apache if you want. Okay, so here generally, what is the command that we use? Yum, right? But here I'm using which module here? Shell module. Which module? Shell. If you use shell module, you can run the shell commands directly. Example. What's the command? Yum install HTTPD minus. I'm showing you multiple ways. So you can use that yum module also. You can use what here? Shell module. So instead of using shell module, another similar thing is there. Name. Okay, let's say installing what? Another one? Git. So here we have something called command. Remember, I have used command. Where? So if you want to enable the NGINX repo, so we have used that command. So you can use the command option also, and you can do it. So if you remember Amazon Linux extras and then enabled NGINX1 we have given. So that is a shell command or not? Yes or no? So that meaning using the command module also, you can use the shell. So here also what we can do simply yum install git minus y. There is also one more similar thing. Installing, let's see which one? Maven. So here I can use raw. Say that. Yum install maven minus y. So guys, all these three modules will do the same work. Please see that here once. What are the three modules here? Shell, command, raw module. Shell, command, and then raw module. So, so we said out of this, which one is better to use? Give me your thought online. So guys, use command. Which one? Which is a module that you should use better? So it is safer, right? And then command is the one which we use for the real time. But do you think in real time people will just follow the best practices and use the command module? Ah, they just write shell and then write yum install whatever they want. But what I suggest here is, so as per the industry best practice, so this command is a safer thing to use it. Which one? Command. Which module? Command. So when do you shell? If you are using loops, variables, if you are using loops where we have done loops and variables with items, remember? So if you're using loops, variables, and then any kind of another things, then it's better to use at that time what? Shell. And then if you want to use raw, whenever you are doing any bootstrapping, remember? Bootstrap script. So if you want the boot times, so then you use which command? Which module? Raw. Which one? So which one is better to use all the time? Which one? Online, everyone. Command. Say that. Command. So let's run it. So how do we do that? Ansible hyphen playbook. Which one? Shell. You see, whenever you see that color changed, that meaning it is installed or uninstalled. Done. Okay. So everyone understood those commands, guys? Everyone? Okay. Now, can you tell me a command here? Instead of we did yum install, right? So instead of install, I want to put remove there. So I want to remove the softwares. So what is the sed command? Sed -i. Yes. Instead of install, what we need to put? What is the command to remove the packages? It's okay. Here I know. But what is the command generally to remove the package in Linux? Yum remove, right? So that's why I'm instead of install, I'm putting here what? Remove. Okay, if I do here cat shell, what it says, now it's previously it was install, now we have changed to remove. And also installing is there, no? Instead of installing, what I can do? Uninstalling. Should I run the playbook now? Ansible hyphen playbook shell. So now what you do, it removes that. So what are the things that we have learned here now? Hmm? Yes. So what is the first thing that we have learned today? Handlers. Notify and then handlers. So we have seen the notify, we have seen the handlers. And then what we have seen here? Next, shell, command, raw. Here. Online, you're getting it? Is this clear till here? Okay. So now let's go for conditions. Say that. What is that? Conditions. So don't worry, I'm not going to codings and all. But here definitely not if else and all. So, but here we use a module called what here? So not modules, concept called what? Conditions. So generally here in Red Hat, what is the package manager that we use? Yum. Why you gave that break? In Red Hat, what is the package manager that you use? Yum. So in Ubuntu, what's the package manager that you use? apt, apt or apt, right? So Python, you use pip. For Python, use what? Pip. So yeah, if you want to install NumPy or Pandas or any kind of this, which one we use? We use pip. So we use pip and then we install it. Okay. So now I have let me give you one small real-time requirement. Assume I have so many EC2 instances. I have Ansible master server. So many clients are there, but few clients are Red Hat, few clients are Ubuntu, few kinds of Python, or mostly Python is not operating system, but let's take Red Hat and then Ubuntu. Assume your clients, few are Red Hat, few are Ubuntu. Now you want to run the playbook. You want to run the what here? Playbook. So if you want to install Apache, what's that? If you want to install Apache, what is the command for Red Hat? Yum install HTTPD. So whereas in Ubuntu, what's the command? apt and then we need to install this Apache 2. Correct? So those are two different commands or not? So if you want to run only one playbook, but you want to run that playbook for the multiple different operating systems, then we need to use the condition or not? Understood? So you understood the example here? So we need to use here conditions. So the condition meaning here we use something called when. What is that? When. WHEN, when, normal when. We will write same similarly host all and then blah blah task name we call it as install Apache on Red Hat, and then what we say is we use m module name is equal to which one? HTTPD state is equal to present, and then when we use a module called when, and then we'll say, do you remember I used one command called setup? Ansible all -m, which one? Setup. Inside this we can grep which we can grab the family or not. See, what is this here? Ansible OS family. What is this here? Red Hat. So like this, I have how many machines now? Only one machine. So if you do Ansible all -m setup and grep, so if you have 50 machines also, all the information you'll get it or not. Now we can use this when condition, when colon Ansible OS family is Red Hat. And that one, Ubuntu, but we call it as Debian. Say that. Can we write a playbook for this? Yes or no? Online, you got the concept? So I call it as here vi condition dot. Yeah, tell me dash 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 name condition playbook. Next host. Which one? All. Next tasks. Hyphen name. What I need to do here? We can say installing Apache on what? Red Hat. Installing Apache on Red Hat. Okay. What's the command module? M. Name is equal to what? HTTPD. State is equal to present. But here, I'll use which module here? When. Oh, I didn't copy that. What was that? Ansible underscore OS, right? OS underscore family. Equal to, double equal to, which one? Red Hat. See that? See that? And I want you to tell the same thing for Ubuntu. I mean, Debian. Next one is name. Say that installing what? Apache on Ubuntu. What's the command? You can use Hussein. But here you should use, no, Hussein, you should use, we are using, but if you are using cat, then you should use shell commands. Using shell commands, you understand, Hussein is asking, sir, can we use cat etc-os release? You should use shell commands for that. But you are using our Ansible modules, right? So for that reason, we use Ansible modules, not the shell commands here. Okay, next here, wait, what we need to say? Apt, very good. Name is equal to Apache 2. What is the module? What is the software name in Ubuntu? Apache 2. State is equal to present. And next here, when Ansible underscore OS underscore family is equal to what here? Debian. See the playbook for a while. It's clear for you? Okay, super. Save it and Ansible hyphen playbook. What was that? Condition. So now it will execute which one? First or second task? So installing Apache on Red Hat, and then it will skipping. Do you see this here? Skipping which one? Ubuntu. Why? Because our machine is not Ubuntu. That's the reason it executed only the first task. You understand the condition? When? Do you need any programming language for this? No, right? Nice, no? That's it. You just need to. It's just a YAML is like that only. Online, is this clear? Amazon Linux 2 is also, yes, the same thing, yes. And also, see, vi condition playbook. So if you use that setup command, it will give so many arguments or not. Inside that, we have grepped the family. So there is also one more configuration, we call it as Ansible node name. What's that? Ansible node name. So what is the node name here? Client. What's the node name? Client. Like this, you can give multiple, you have multiple nodes or not. So if you want to run a particular task only on that particular node, you can use the when command Ansible underscore node name and then give the node name as client. And this task will run only on that particular client. So you can make use of these setup configurations and we can do all the conditions here. Online chat is clear. Fantastic. Okay. Subara, you put the question mark. What is that meaning? Of course, you can use multiple conditions. Okay. So, guys, why I'm giving these many playbooks? To make you comfortable writing the playbooks. So I'm covering almost multiple scenarios and multiple modules I'm covering for you. Okay. So now I'm giving a small task for you now to set up LAMP. Do you remember LAMP project? What is LAMP full form? Yes, Sumalika, you can do that. What is the full form of LAMP? L-A-M-P. L for Linux, A for Apache, M for MySQL, P for PHP or Python. It is silly question. How do we know which condition we need to use? Depend on the requirement only. Dinesh, depend on the requirement only we need to use. If you have a requirement, so now Sumalika put some question here. Sir, what is that question? Sir, means can we run it in a machine out of 10 by using node name? What do you say? Yes. So if she has a given a requirement like, sir, I have 10 machines. Out of 10 machines, I want to run the task only on one machine. There are two ways. Either in etc host file, give only one and then separate group it, or else you can use this when condition and then Ansible underscore node name is equal to give that node name, and this playbook will run only on the particular node. The task will run only on the particular node. Dinesh, okay? Okay. So now Apache is installed. Huh? Okay. So what is the ad hoc command to remove the Apache again? Ansible all -a m remove HTTPD star minus. Okay. Nice. Okay. Now can you tell me a playbook how to write LAMP? So LAMP meaning Linux anyways we are using. So what we need to install? Apache and next MySQL, next Python. You know how to do this? Let's go and write. Vi lamp dot YAML. Okay. Name. I call it as LAMP task. Okay. Next. First. What is that? All. Task. And then here name. Installing Apache. Installing what? Apache. Okay. M. Name is equal to which one? HTTPD. State is equal to present. What is the next one? Name. Installing MySQL. M. Name is equal to MySQL. State is equal to present. Name, installing Python. Go for Python or PHP. We have done PHP there. So I'm using here Python. M, name is equal to, latest is Python 3, state is equal to, done. Habituated now. So simply what we do, Ansible hyphen playbook, which one? Nice, Nayan. You're parallelly doing it, huh? Nice. Okay, so we have done this. Okay, so let us remove it again. What we need to do? Can I use set command or set command? Tell me set command. Fun, I, present, absent, slash, which one? LAMP. Run the playbook. Okay. So these are all small thing. I'm covering everything. That's the reason I'm writing so many playbooks for you. Done? Is it clear till here, everyone? Online, CC, offline, clear? Yes, nobody knows this in the team. Yeah. Okay. Everyone, guys, online, CC. For you also, okay? Nice. So now let's go to a concept called lookups. Say that? Lookups. No, not lookup meaning not looking up, but the thing lookups meaning, so generally we use this word, right? You look up him. So see that guy and then read it, right? So here also, if you have a file, if you have some file, external file, so with the playbook also, you can read that file. With the playbook also, what you can do, you can read the file. Dinesh saying, Nannu chudu. Chudu. Okavaipe chudu, right? Okay, fine. So here, what is the concept that we are using? What? Lookup. Say that again. So this lookup module is used to read the data from the file. In that file, it can be any content. It can be your normal data. It can be username and password. It can be some keys. It can be anything. So if you want to read, generally, these developers knows. So if you want to install something, they will write in a separate file and the program will read the file. And you need to write all the names inside the file. So they will write simply in one extra text file saying that what all the tools that need to install, and that file will be called in the program. So that is generally in programming. But here, if you want to read any file or any data from the another file, so what is the concept that we are using here? Lookups. Say that. Should we write it? Little bit the syntax will be there here. Let's go. So VI, which one? So before that, writing the playbook, first we need to have some file, right? Create a file. So what's the command? Oh, touch what? Touch it will create empty file, right? So let's create a directory. So let's say creds, credentials dot, which one? TXT. So here I call it as username. Your GF. Password. Name of the GF. Okay. Password is 143. So I'm just kidding. Okay. Because that is how you write your usernames and password, right? Okay, fine. So we have that R is missing. That's fine. So I just put that as yeah, was in. Okay, fine. Let's create what? What's the concept here? Look ups dot YAML. Next name. So I call it as lookups playbook. Okay, what is here called? Post. Which one? All. Okay. So do you remember here we have learned variables concepts? Remember variables. So what I need to write it here? Vars. Right? What is here? Variables. So here I'm using a variable called, what is that? Creds. Variable name can be anything or not. Okay. Creds. Here we need to write syntax in brackets. So lookup, say that. What's the module I'm using here? Lookup. So what you're looking up, a file or not? You're looking up a file, comma, and where is that file? Where is that file in the home directory? Yeah? I think in the root, right? Root dot, what is the file name? Creds dot txt. So we need to close it and then what we write a task. And then here I want to print it. So printing, which is the module here? Debug module. And then here what I need to write? Message, right? So message, I'm saying that my credentials are. So what's the variable? Let's see this once. Playbook, try to analyze it. If you want to write a variables, remember we need 4 flower brackets, right? In variable sections we have learned. Yes, exactly. So this here, lookup is a module. So lookup is a command that we are using. What is that? Lookup. And what type of this is which type is this? File type. And then inside this, in where we have that file /creds.txt. And then all this data will go into which variable here? Creds. So here, if you debug, so my credentials are, you're reading that cred values here. Okay. Should we execute this? What's the command? Got it? Okay. So Ansible hyphen playbooks, which one? But by the way, where are we? Creds.txt is here only. Okay. So Ansible hyphen. Correct. Lookup. So there is a syntax wrong here somewhere. Correct? Mm-hmm. So after curly braces. Here, right? This one, right? So this one. Which? One second. Insert mode. Here, right? This one. We need to remove that, right? Exactly. So do you remember? So a little bit, right? So you need to take care of that. So look up now. Let's see. Do you see this here? My credentials are username, this, and password is this. So now you're able to read from other files now. So what is the command? What's the concept? Lookups. Say that. Online. Say that. So actually there is one topic which no one will teach us. So they will just usually skip this topic. But today only I wrote that topic for you here. You want that new topic? Online? Addu kavala. So Endula Dugavali. So let me, so we cannot write that everything with our hands. So we have that concept. So let me share that. Give me a second. Why others are skipping? Tausif bhai, ask them. There are so many topics, whatever we are learning, you already notified, right? Today I went to the lab actually at 7 o'clock. And because DevOps, some other batch, they are complaining mentors are not telling something. I just wanted to go and ask. So there are other batch students, some other trainer students there. And he's clearly saying, sir, whatever that you're teaching is completely new for us. He already completed DevOps from another trainer here. And he is not able to getting it. So, so online, just give me a second. So I'm stopping the screen share. So Bibek is saying, sir, all these modules really helping to understand some big YAML scripts being used on daily basis in the project. That's what I said. Okay. So I got the file here now. So online, let me share my screen. Thank you, Dinesh. Okay. All right. So the concept is here, Jinja2 templates. Say that. Anyone knows online experience? Yeah. Anyone heard online experience? See now, that's what I told. So here, Jinja2 templates. So Jinja2 Ninja is different. Ninja is different. Here, this is what Jinja. What? Jinja2, not Panja. Jinja. So the extension is J2. What is that? So because this one also, it will be used in the real time. So Jinja2 is a templating engine. What is that? It's a templating engine used in Ansible for dynamically generating files, configurations, and script based on the variables. So you can mention the variables. Based on the variables, you can dynamically generate what? Files. Good concept or not? So this will be really useful. Guys, online experience people see this here. So this Jinja2, actually this is a framework that used in the Flask in Django in Python, right? In Django, so they will use this Jinja2 templating engine. It's quite powerful and it's widely used in other framework applications such as which one? Flask and Django. Okay, so I wrote this 2 times. Let me first explain the example because I cannot write everything here. We can use the existing templates. Okay. So first of all, what you need to do is you need to create a directory. What the directory name is what? Templates. Go inside this because Jinja2 templates, you can keep it no problem, but it's good to create a separate directory or not. Yeah. So what we do is create a Jinja2 templates. So what is that? NGINXconf.j2. Say that. So we are setting up here NGINX. Which one we are setting up here? Everyone say that online here. We are setting up what here? NGINX. So okay. Okay. So here we created a Jinja2 template, nginx.conf.j2. And what does it contain? If you remember nginx, we have done in lab. And then remember location. Who attended Linux? Remember, we have written reverse proxy concept. In reverse proxy online, does anyone remember this? In location, we have created a new location and then we have forwarded that to the application server in the backend. Can anyone confirm? Yes. Yes. So that entire configuration, I have written it here. And this template uses a variable. So that will be generated dynamically here. So here, what's the variable that it is using here? Nginx, port is a variable. And what is another one? Server name, what's the another variable? So these are the 3 variables that we are writing here inside the template. And then using this template here, what we can do is we can pass the variables here in your playbook. Okay, assume that you have this Ninja template here, Jinja template. And now here, what it's saying here, see, deploying Nginx config using Jinja. You know what? Host, all, become, yes, variable. So what are the variables that you are passing here? Nginx, port here, Nginx port, what I'm passing here? 80. Server name, what I'm putting, for example, my website. What is the web? What is the default for Nginx? var www html. You're getting it. So this is the right one. Yeah. And then task, what we are doing, remember the command, we are enabling the Nginx. And what we are doing here, installing the Nginx. And then here, what we are doing, we're copying the Nginx config with a template. Remember, if you remember Nginx in Linux classes, I told you that there is a configuration file under etc nginx nginx.conf. Remember, Linux people, upload Linux. Huh? Online, do you remember? I told you for Apache also there is a httpd.conf file. And then here also we have nginx.conf file. It contains a lot of details. But what I'm doing here is I'm writing my own conf file, nginx.conf file. I'm replacing that on the server. I'm replacing this on the server. So once I have copied source, where is your Ninja template, Jinja template, nginx.conf.j2. J2. And then you're copying to which destination? etc nginx, nginx.conf. And then I'm using this handler. Remember, notify. After that, what I'm doing? Restarting the nginx. What is the purpose of this? Please try to understand. Jinja templates, I can create a template here, and then I can use the template and then write a playbook and pass the variables. And this template can be copied into the remote location. Little bit, because I'm going deep here. You want me to go deep or not? Right? So for that reason, I'm just putting maximum on here. We can do it directly also, Somalika. Otherwise, I could have not showed it there because I want to show you the multiple ways to do it. You can do it directly also. But here concept is don't worry about what I'm passing here. Worry about here. I'm using here. What is the module I'm using here? Template. Say that. What is the module I'm using? Template. So I'm using here Jinja2 template, nginx.conf, and then I'm copying that to the destination server. And then for that, I'm passing the variables here. Okay. Let me give one more example. For that reason, I have wrote okay. So I have given, see here, this one is Nginx example. What is another web server? How many web servers that you know? Two, right? What are those? One is web servers, Apache, another one is Nginx. Yes or no? Don't think too much. I understand, sir, this concept is heavy, but yeah, I understand. But the thing is here, there are two web servers that you are learning. What are the two web servers here? One is Nginx, another one is HTTPD, Apache. So I'm giving this Jinja2 templates concept on two, on web server, which one? Nginx and also Apache. See here, Nginx, I'm just doing it again. So we are creating first one Jinja2 template. What is the extension of Jinja2? J2. What's that here? J2. So nginx.conf.j2. So actually, see, if you install Nginx, generally, if you install Nginx normally, Nginx is what? Web server. Stay with me. Nginx is what here? Web server. Nginx is a web server. What it does, it holds a website. Yes or no? It holds a website. So Nginx default path, if you remember recently, /usr/share Nginx. Very good. Right? That is a path. Actually, we can put that path here itself, web root path. Okay. See here. Whenever you install, listen carefully, guys. Whenever you install Nginx, it holds a web server. It holds a website. So every application has a configuration file. Our Ansible also has a configuration file, ansible.cfg file. Say that. Ansible.c. On the first day I told you, ansible.cfg file. For HTTP Apache also there is configuration file, httpd.conf. For Nginx also there is a file. What is that? nginx.conf. Where is that file? That file contains a lot of things. Let's do one thing. This is my client server. Okay. This is a client server, no? Let us install Nginx. How to set up Nginx? How to set up Nginx? So if you do yum install -y Nginx, I don't think so it will work. It will work? Huh? It will not work. So what we need to do here? First, we need to set up or not here. Yeah. So we need to set up this. And then what you do? Yum install Nginx -y. Guys, see, I manually installed, no? There is a configuration file now here. Where is that configuration file? cd etc/nginx. If you go for here, do you see nginx.conf? vi with nginx.conf. Do you see this here? Lot of data. Lot of data. Yes or no? And what does it contain? It contains the server block, right? It contains the server block and all. A lot of data is there here. I don't want entire this configuration file at all. I want this file to be replaced with only this. Understood? Using what concept? Jinja template. Using what concept? Understood? So now that's the reason why I'm writing nginx.conf.j2. I wrote this here. Now, so I write a playbook here. So where I'm copying, see, I'm using a template. I'm copying nginx.conf.j2 to where? etc nginx, nginx.conf. So this will get replaced with what? This one. Got the point? Online, got the point? I'm replacing that, Sumalika. Existing code I don't want. I want to replace it. Should we do this now? For that, before that, what I need to do here? I need to uninstall this or not? Online, did you got the concept? Okay. Okay. So let's create a directory. What's that? I call it as what? Templates. Let's go inside the templates. So should we go and create one Jinja2 template here? So what I do here, nginx.conf.j2. Let's create a file. Okay. Not JS, Sumalika. J2, not JS. So here, should I copy this? Okay, this is the configuration I have. Seva. So should I go and write the PEM file? Not PEM, so Ansible playbook. Okay. I just created, Dinesh, where were you? Already created a folder. I'm going to that folder, templates. Okay. Now, can you please see this playbook and tell me if you are clear? I'll just copy paste it instead of writing everything. See this playbook. What is doing? First name, deploying Nginx config using. What is the concept? Deploy Nginx configuration file. Here the concept is I want to replace that nginx.conf file using my configuration. That is the concept. Okay, so host all become yes. Var, what is the variables here? Nginx port, server name, web root, and task. We know this. Enabling the Nginx, and we know this. Installing the Nginx. Please see these ones. Yes, you can use that also. Copy also you can use it. But Samulika, guys, one requirement, can you do it multiple ways or not? You can just use copy option and then copy. I'm showing you Jinja concept. I think you're not able to receive that. Huh? You're able to get in, no? Receive, no? If you want to keep me light, I'll keep it light. We can use copy option also. You can use that also. But I'm showing concept here is using J2 Jinja2, how do you do that? Actually, this concept, you don't get it much. So that's why I thought to take it and tell to you, right? Yeah. Understood? So what is doing here? Okay, see, I'm explaining again here. See. So you create a directory. This is just for what purpose? We are saving our Jinja2 templates in the directory. Simple. There is no technical there. So we went inside it. So first you created a template. What is that name? nginx.conf.j2. But if you go here in our client machine, nginx.conf contains lot of information. I don't want lot of this. I want only my configuration, my template. That is called Jinja2 template. So you can use any template. So here I'm using this piece of code only, this template. I want to put these things into my remote servers, right? So now what I do is here simply I wrote it, and then let's go with our playbook. So what is, you know this already, we are putting the variables here. And then what is doing, we are enabling it, we're installing the Nginx, and this is the concept. What's the concept you are using here? Template. What's the module you are using here? Template. So template source, I'm using our Jinja2 template, and destination, where are you saving? etc Nginx. I showed you nginx.conf. No, there it is getting replaced using J2. Notify, restarting. So here restart Nginx handler is there. You can restart it. Let's see whether how it goes. Huh? I saved. Right. Should we go and write a playbook now? So what is that? Nginx dot. Oops. Sorry. So what is that? VI Nginx dot. Yeah. So I'll just copy paste it. It'll take time now. So I hope there is no syntax errors. Otherwise, we need to. Okay. What do we do now? Ansible hyphen playbook. Which one? Nginx. Yeah. So we already installed Nginx there manually. Let's see if it gets any errors. Okay. What it says? Could not find or access as nginx.conf. Okay, so we are inside the templates already. So we need to come back. Yes or no? So cd dot dot. So we need to create a here nginx dot. We can use a copy also, but let's. Okay, let's do. So we already. Okay, let's do one thing. Forget about the service. And then here, no, it's okay. Hold on. So we have our nginx.conf here in the client machine. If I do cat nginx.conf, replaced, replaced or not? Concentrate that. Rest all we have already did mixed masala there. The concept here is what? Replacing that entire nginx config to with my own template. The concept is not restarting what? The concept starting what here Nginx. The concept here is using Jinja2 templates. How do we see? See here. Oops. What is the Nginx port? Jinja2 template has what? Nginx port variable, server name, web root. But here 80 mywebsite.com root replaced or not? Yes, my God, you understood now. Exactly. So here we have given these variables here, right? These variables is applied inside this Jinja template. You got the point. So these variable in Jinja2 templates that what you are mentioning, you have mentioned only the variable names, but the values you have mentioned in where playbook, and this playbook got executed, and whatever the variables that you have mentioned, the names, variable values, that is replaced here inside the template, and that got copied into our here. Understood online? Sumalika, don't worry about that. That's a configuration issue. Here, I was telling you to show. I was showing you here, copying it to the our Nginx. So now you understand. So writing the Jinja2 templates. First, write the Jinja2 template first of all, and just do you put the values here or variable names here? Just put the variable names. Just put the here, and then values I have provided inside the playbook. Can I provide whichever the values I want? Here I have provided this variable, but for other machines, and can I write another playbook with another variables, and I can use the same Jinja2 template? Yes or no? Template is same, but can I use multiple playbooks, multiple variables? But if you are not using Jinja2 template, in your playbook only you need to mention the variables and the values. Instead of that, can you externally variables and then call the Jinja2 templates and pass your own variables or not? That is the concept of Jinja2 templates. Online, you got it? Similarly, I have given another example for which one here? Apache. Same thing. So we'll able to do this online. Online, can I get CC on the Jinja? Exactly, Nayan. Which scenario will go in the real time? As I told you, you create one template, Jinja2 template, and can you write multiple playbooks with different values? That is a concept. Hmm? Okay. So I just want to tell you one thing. Uh, next 2 days, you don't have classes. So I'm traveling. So next 2 days, you don't have classes. And the next class will be on Thursday. Okay. So I'm traveling to my native now, right now. Right now. So once you're done, so I have my bag, I need to go to and board the bus. So actually what I thought to keep today also, but what I thought is, no, let's have a class and give some good adequate of information, the task for you, and then complete this task uh, for the next 2 days. Not only this Ansible, whatever that we have learned in the entire DevOps, complete everything. You have this 2 days time, and then freshly again we still have Ansible concepts left. So we'll go with the on Thursday. We'll go with the continuation of Ansible. Yeah. When it will complete? Why? Huh? Ansible. But we need to cover the subject. No, we should do it. Commands. When you go to Docker, lot of Kubernetes, lot of commands like this only. For how long you will have a Jolali type? Huh? No, no, no. So, yeah. What Lingareddy? Lingareddy said boring, huh? Lingareddy? Hmm. Bro, when you're going real time, when you're going deep into the topics, you will have like this, right? If it is simple, I'm making maximum blade is simple for you. But sometimes when we go more and more deeper, you will see little bit of difficulty. That doesn't mean that it is boring. That meaning you're concentrating more, and then you are putting more effort. We have done AWS, we have done so many things till now, right? So it's good. But when you're going deeper and deeper, so two things I need to do. Either to make you comfortable and give only simple subject and leave. You know, I'm not the person like that. So I need to give maximum, right? For that reason, we need to, but Lingareddy, don't say that again. Okay. If you're boring, if it is boring, then how do you do the job? Hmm? How do you work? Tell to the manager, manager will say that write a Jinja2 template tomorrow and then complete the task and say that I'm boring, manager, and get the hell out of here, man. You will get fired. Lingareddy. Hmm? Yeah. Any questions? Yes, yes, Dinesh. Any questions? Yes, Lingareddy, you raise the hand. Any question? Okay. Okay. So, all right. So, do you have any other questions? If not, I'll be uploading all these tasks in the Google Classroom. So, please complete this task. The next class will be on Thursday. Okay. And we'll have continuous classes even on Saturdays also. Okay. What is that? What about 20, 21st, 22nd? I don't know. So, I'll be taking classes. Okay. Yes. This one, I have to, there is, we cannot avoid it. I cannot avoid it. That's the reason I need to travel. So that's it. Okay. Can you give the final CC for today, please? 20, 21st, 32nd are not holidays. Those holidays I'm taking now only. Okay. So I reduced actually. Yeah. Yeah. So please complete all your, it's not vacation for me. It's a urgent work, emergency work. So I need to travel. So please complete all your practicals and then we'll come back and then continue this Ansible in much more interesting and then more technically, right? That's all, guys. Let's connect on Thursday. Until then, take care. Have a nice day. See you on Thursday. Good night. Bye-bye.